I'm DeAndra Niño, and I am a Scentsy director in Idaho, super close to home office. We live in Caldwell, which is like 20 minutes from home office. My husband is actually the consultant, and we run the business together. And we have 5 kids, one on the way due in February. We take care of my 93-year-old grandma, and so I do this full time while he's at work. So we run it together, but I do majority of the work. And something that I'm really passionate about is recruiting. And I like to say sponsoring because, I don't know, for me, recruiting sounds scary and like you're recruiting for a football team or something, which you're not. But so sponsoring is what I like to say, because a sponsor to me is like, I know it sounds odd, but I always think of like AA or those meetings where they have a sponsor that like walks alongside them through their journeys and whatever. So I like to consider that. I started this business and I wasn't very good at recruiting. I just kind of let, if someone asked about it, sure, I'd answer their questions. But I never really approached it until I looked at it as sponsoring and what it means to be a good leader. So for me, the month of September was probably our biggest month, where it like hit me, in the face. Okay, this is what it looks like when you actually lead your team well, when you actually sponsor. So we had 14 people join in September for the join special, and people were freaking out. I know a lot of group people were like, oh, another join special, $15, all these kidnappers. So I was like, you know what? No, let's turn it around and make it to where we can really, play off of this, since he's given us these amazing tools. So how can we utilize that? So I just started really focusing on each one of those people that joined for the $15 and teaching them how to sponsor as well. So we grew from I think we were at 60 some to 101 from September as a whole team. And so, but then I was like, okay, what's that going to look like? Because you don't just want them to join, get their free warmer and, be those people that never answer your texts or calls or whatever. So I really focused on that with my team, is, helping them reach their goals, sending them trainings, walking alongside of them as if we were their mentors. I then also did some of my own research regarding recruiting and sponsoring and why people quit Scentsy. And so I would post in groups, was anyone an old Scentsy consultant? Sure. I mean, I could recruit them and say, you can sign up for free, which, that's a great way to do it. I joined these groups, but more so for me, I wanted to find out why people quit Scentsy. So the trend was that people quit Scentsy because they had no support. They had no support from their upline, and nobody to teach them to grow their business through sponsoring. So I really wanted to, focus on that. And so I challenged my team to write out one simple sentence. Hey, Liz, I have a quick question. Have you ever considered joining Scentsy? It's basic. It's not, okay, people could say that it sounds cold messaging, but if you know these people, it's someone you've built a relationship, you're simply asking a question. They can say yes, they can say no. And it doesn't have to go any further, or it could spark a conversation. And then I encourage them to send that to 10 people. And then it just blew up from there. People were like, I've considered it, but, and then you can, nip those rebuttals in the bud. But I just told my team, be brave and don't hesitate. So many times we answer it for them. We assume that they're going to say no, so we just don't ask. Just like we never know, by upselling, we never know what their budget is. Unless we're asking, hey, how much do you want to spend? Hey, how rich are you? We don't know what their budget is, so we can't assume that, oh, they kind of drive a not so nice car. I'm not going to ask them to buy a 6-pack. I'm going to try the 3-pack first and then we'll see. No, you can't assume that based on, what your head thinks that that's what the answer is going to be. So I really challenge my team to that. Don't assume because you had a friend that sold 31 and failed that she's going to say no to Scentsy or whatever it may be. Another huge thing is so many times we just don't ask the question because we're afraid of, the direct sales stamina. I don't want to be that salesy person. Oh, I don't want to be the person that blows up somebody's inbox or whatever. But you're just sharing. You're not saying, I'm going to punch you in the throat if you don't join my team. You're literally sharing the opportunity with them and simply asking them a question. So we had huge success with that, sending it to 10 people. I send it to 10 people a week, or you could send it to 10 people a day, depending on how many people are on your Facebook or how many people you know. I know so many times we do the list of 100. Well, for me, I know way more than 100 people. I have 5,000 friends on my Facebook. That's a lot, but I, add people for that exact reason, to network and to build a relationship. I don't cold message these people unless I build a relationship with them first. Get to know them, pay attention to what they're saying as far as like, hey, I'd really like more time at home with my family, whatever. And, play off of that. You're not being rude. You're genuinely caring, right? Like, you want more time with your kids. I want more time with my kids. We have a mutual, ground there. So share the opportunity. Hey, you know what? I've been able to stay home with my kids. Or if you're not quite there yet, hey, you know what? That is my goal too. Maybe we could work alongside each other, and get to that same goal. Another huge thing right now that we are able to utilize, again, Scentsy gives us so many tools and opportunities that if we just use those and utilize what they've already given us, it could be huge for our business. So the biggest one now is utilize the party and the flip a host party option, which is huge. They've got some amazing trainings that I've shared with my team that breaks it down. I'm like horrible with math, so I get super confused on how it all works and how much you have to hit and whatever. But it's huge. You get, not only can you explain it like, okay, you're getting a party, you're getting your whole kit, you're still getting host rewards. There's still that opportunity depending on how, high your party gets. And then you're also getting commission off of that. So that's huge. So really utilize that. They've given us that tool that's never been an option before. You've never been able to use your host rewards for a kit. It's genius. Utilize that. Really play off of that. Hey, you know what? I know that you had mentioned you want to join Scentsy and you also wanted to host a party. So why don't you host a party and get it for free? Or people that are constantly like, you know what? I can't afford the 99 bucks. Okay, perfect. I have an option for you then. You can get it for free. It's very rare that we have amazing deals like the $15 one, which is, incredible to be able to utilize that. But this is just as cool because it's still an opportunity for someone that may not have a ton of money, to be able to join Scentsy. I know for my husband and I, we joined in September of 2016 when they had the $49 join special. We did not pay our water bill in order to pay for Scentsy. And it was literally like, we can't afford the 99, but we literally have $56 to our name. We're going to go ahead and buy this kit and see what it does. So we utilize that. We totally would have done the party as well had that been an option back then. So that's a huge thing, is utilize that. Play off of those tools that have already been given to you to use. If they're already hosting a party anyways, you might as well say, hey, just so you're aware, if you do host this party, you could get a kit for free and join. Here's how much commission you get off of your party. You need to be constantly growing. I know for my team, when I don't do anything, they don't do anything. So they see it. It's a trend to be encouraging, to be uplifting, to be, you know, pushing them is huge. When we were, you know, we were at 64, I think, before September. And I was like, my goal is to hit 100. And I don't just want to hit 100 for the number because, you know, quantity over quality is obviously, oh my goodness, what happened? Is obviously wrong. So you want the quality of it, right? So you want to take those kidnappers and make them not kidnappers. You want to make them, I mean, even if they're doing the bare minimum of $200, they're still getting active. They still count as your one person active. And so that's bigger than, okay, they were a kidnapper. They only get, you know, a $200 every 4 months. No, we get $200 every single month, even though it's only $200. That $200 you get paid off of, and it gets them active for your numbers. So I think that is huge as well. The biggest thing in this day and age, with all the, you know, the bad rap that direct sales gets, Scentsy has still time and time again proven that we're different than the rest. I have people that will message me, these weight loss ones. I'm like, girl, I know I'm fat, but you don't have to blow up my inbox and tell me how I need to lose weight and all this stuff. And then you don't respond to them and they keep going. And then you don't respond. And then weeks later, they'll write you again. And I'm like, girl, you've sent me 15 messages. I've never once responded. Why are you still trying? And, you know, I'm all about, you know, like supporting other businesses, but not when it's gone about that way. If you're really, truly trying to build a relationship with me and get to know me, hey, I see you have 5 kids. I'm sure you don't get to work out much. You've got a lot going on. Would you be interested in hearing about something I have? Sure. If you approach me like that, but not when you send me the same thing you sent the other 47 people on your Facebook. Like, I get it. You know, so I think that's huge as well. For me, I've branched out because it's hard when we're in Meridian. There's a ton of people here. And, you know, because this is where it started. So people's teams are big here. And we have a lot of superstar directors, which is hard because everyone knows them. So it's hard. And so in order to bust those excuses, I'm like, okay, what am I going to do to branch out? So I've joined moms groups or groups that I have stuff in common with. I'm in like large Christian family groups, large moms groups. And I simply, you know, get added to the group. And I don't cold message people or post in the group, but I build genuine relationships with people. I've had so many people join because I reached out and built a relationship with them. And then they saw on my Facebook that I sold Scentsy. And they're like, oh my goodness, I've always been interested to join Scentsy. Is there a way I could get more information? And I'm like, sure, I'm not going to blow you up. I may ask the question if I see opportunities. Like I said, if they're saying they want to spend more time with their kids, if they're saying they want a little extra money, if they're home and they have nothing to do and they're like, oh my goodness, I'm so bored. Anyone have ideas for what to do? Yeah, girl, make some money. That's what you could do. Make your house smell nice. You know, so listen for those cues and those opportunities. But keep it simple. You're just sharing what you love about Scentsy, but you're sharing it with everyone. I know so many people are like, well, I'm an introvert. My husband was an introvert, like beyond. Like we would go to church and he would say, okay, we're going to arrive late and we're leaving early so I don't have to talk to anyone because nobody will be out yet. And now he taught a training at Reunion, like in front of bajillions of people. He taught a training. And so Scentsy allows you to have the opportunity to grow in yourself as well. But it starts with you. You have to be brave enough to step out of there and say, okay, I'm not going to do this face to face, but I'm going to text message 10 people and I'm going to try this. You may get 10 no's and that's okay. Cool. Pick 10 different people and try again next week or daily, whatever your goal is. That's another huge thing is set those goals. Okay, I want to recruit 1 person a month. 2 people a month is perfect because, you know, they say the 3 for 3, they recruit 3, you recruit 3, and then take over the world or whatever it is. But my goal for myself was 2. I want at least 2 recruits. And then I'm going to make sure that those 2 recruits get 110% of the attention that I can give them. My girls that signed up for this $15 join kit, like I said, Niño, why are you creeping? People's kids creeping in the background. So I was like, okay, we'll take this $15 join special and we'll really focus on that, right? So all of my girls that have hit, or that purchased the $15 join kit, have hit their goals. Shooting star, we had one girl that hit level 3 and had $4,000 PRV in 21 days. And it was some random girl that worked at the vet clinic here that we've been friends forever, from a buy-sell trade site. I wanted to buy something she was selling. And so I never had approached her, but she had watched. She had seen my post. She had seen me share. And so she approached me. Praise Jesus, because I was like, hey, girl, that just got me bajillions of points towards the trip. But for me, that was my goal, was to make sure that I was helping them reach their goals. And another big thing for my team is I don't care if they reach out to other people. If you need help and Liz isn't available, reach out, message me. Hey girl, Liz wasn't available. I need some help. Do you have any tips for me? I know for me, I don't connect with all of my people. My personality doesn't always fit with everyone. So if you connect better with somebody else, by all means, because they're still helping my business if they're connecting with you and making, inspiring you in a way that I can't. That's okay. I don't get inspired by everyone. I mean, people are like, Allison Dalkey, that's their favorite. Oh, my Lanta, she's the coolest girl ever. I love her. Great. But I'm like, no, my personality is just different. So I like Anik more because I just connect with her better. Cool. Again, it doesn't matter who you reach out to, but get the help that you need. If you're stuck recruiting, reach out to somebody else. I'm sure that Liz would be like, yeah, so-and-so is really good at that. Let me hook you up with her or him or whatever. But I think that's huge. Don't be afraid. And don't get mad if your downline is doing that. Don't feel like you're not doing your job. You're not a failure. They just connect better with somebody else, and that's okay. It's okay. Move on to the next person that wants it. Move on to the next person that does connect with you, that is inspired by you, so that you guys can work together to recruit people. I talk really fast, so there's that. I have something that I'll share with Liz that she can send you as well. You need to get in the shower. That I found to be super helpful. I know for me, I have the 4 chord progression that Orville shared. I don't even remember which time Orville shared it. But it's 4 simple chords. Chord 1, do home parties. Chord 2 is sponsoring new consultants. And you want to get them active. So sponsor new active consultants, share your brand everywhere, and be generous. His goal was sponsor 1 new consultant monthly. Again, for myself, I really wanted 2. I like to work them in pairs because then they can grow together. And if they both join right together or in the same month, they can encourage and push each other as well. And always, always, always look to be improving yourself. There's always ways for us to grow. Okay, I recruited 14 people last month. So what? Because I've only recruited 1 this month. So, just because someone's really good at recruiting during the $15 join special means they're a good salesman. It doesn't always mean that they're a great leader or a great recruiter. So you always want to improve yourself. Make those tweaks to better yourself. If something's not working, change it. Because if you always do what you've always done, you're always going to get what you've always got. So change, tweak something. If you're not able to recruit, don't give up. Just say, hey, you know what? This is what I've tried. It's not working. Let's reevaluate this another way. Let's try this a different way. Or maybe that means I only have 20 friends and I've asked them all. Okay, let's branch out then. Or you need to get out more. let's go for a drive and meet some people. You join a mom's group. I mean, start crocheting, something. Go to the senior center and play bingo with them and then get them to join your team. I don't know. But I think that's huge. So branch out. It could be in so many different ways. You never know. Again, it goes back to what I first said, where you can't assume that someone doesn't want to join because they're 80 years old. Shoot, maybe they're rich and they got rich friends and they're like, yeah, I'm going to get richer. Maybe they're like just turned 18 and they don't want to work. This is the business they want to do. Cool. So then you help them. You plant those seeds and you get to watch them grow. I think that is huge as well. For me also, when I do a party, I always give the hostess a join packet. I also send opportunity packets out every now and then. I got the little flyers or the little folders from the workstation. You don't have to buy these. You don't have to, use that expense. They have these at the dollar store. They're not as cute, but they do have them at the dollar store and your kids could color them for you. I put a sample in there. I put my business card. I put my little label right on there. I put a catalog. I put 5 reasons why you should join our Scentsy team. I can share this with you as well. Then you can just edit the name. It's just my name on the bottom, but you can edit it as well. 5 reasons to join our Scentsy team. A catalog. A join brochure. Again, you don't have to buy this. You could print something easily. And then I also put who we are, a little blurb about us, and pictures of reunion and where we look like we're having a blast and they wouldn't want to be without it. And then, so I give this to people. You can send it out. You can give it to your hostesses that host a party. Because again, you never know. And maybe they don't want to join, but they're like, oh my goodness, I have this host or this join packet. My sister was interested in direct sales. I'm going to give this to her. Or somebody sees it on their counter. Oh my gosh, girl, what's this? Oh, I hosted a party and it was the join brochure. Oh, I want to join Scentsy. So you never know. You never know who's going to be interested in the opportunity. Another thing around recruiting, I don't even know how much. Oh, I've only been blabbing for 28 minutes. Okay, I'm good. Another thing around recruiting is watch what you post on social media. I know that it sounds like, well, a lot of my downline are like, well, it's my social media. I should be able to post what I want. Totally. 110%. It's a free country. That's the beauty of America. But I have had so many people join us because of what they see us post. For instance, I post on Instagram and I post like an even amount of family stuff versus Scentsy. And it's not like sales stuff. I don't like use flyers and post on my Instagram. It's like a picture of my warmer or it's wax changing day or whatever, like real life pictures on my Instagram. So half family and then half Scentsy related posts. And we had a girl that had stopped selling because her and her director didn't get along. So she had stopped selling. She went inactive for 3 months and then was searching Instagram for who she was going to sign up under. So she would search the hashtags, Scentsy Life, whatever. I put all that nonsense on my pictures. So she would search the hashtags and she watched us for 90 days to see what we posted, how we interacted and things like that. And then joined us. She lives in Montana. I've never met the girl in my life. She messaged, hey, I'm going to join your Scentsy team. I've been watching you for the last 3 months. I really like what you post. And I'm like, girl, 3 months? You're about to find out about my chaos.
Is this like
no, it's fine.
Spider bite or a mosquito bite?
No, you need to go get in the shower.
Niño's in there.
Okay.
Can you take one tomorrow?
No. But yeah, so you never know what people are watching and why they're watching and who you could land just by them watching what you post, watching your hashtags, how you interact with others. Are you kind? Do you respond with positivity? When you post about Scentsy, are you complaining that I'm really irritated, my shipment hasn't come in yet? Well, that's going to turn them off right there because they're like, dang, Scentsy takes forever and a day to ship. People think because we live close to home office that we get ours. No, I'm like seeing everyone since the month and I'm like, I live 2 seconds away from y'all. Mine ain't come yet. No. So you never know what people are watching. and how they're going to respond to what you post, and things like that. So just watch what you post. Don't post political stuff, whatever. I post stuff about God all the time, and people are like, you probably shouldn't do that, but that's who I am. So that's me branding myself. So sure, I may not get people that don't agree with that, and that's okay, but I'm going to get those people that, may be faith-based or whatever, and then we'll have something in common, and that's okay. But I'm talking about don't air your dirty laundry, or say the F word every other word, or post chi-chi pictures or whatever. Just refrain from some of that stuff, because you never know who's watching and who might want to join. Yeah, I think that's all I have. I pretty much talked really fast, and I feel like I talked forever, but I do have those files that I will share if you guys want to print them, kind of what I've done, and you can edit them. I don't mind. Take my pictures off and edit them however you want. I know for me it's nice when people have these things for you. I'm constantly looking for new ways, new ideas, and it's nice when they allow you to just edit them, because not everyone is like a Photoshop superstar. So it's nice when you can just edit them and put your own information and print them. So that's huge too. When we give our orders, we also have this cute little brag tag that I can show you. I made on Canva, that has our Facebook information, and it says our referrals. So if someone joins based on a referral, my customer gets a shopping spree. So I think I'd put on there 6 bars or something, if they don't like bars and they like something else equal to that equivalent, so that they know that I have a referral option as well for people who actually join our team. I'm really trying to get someone in the Netherlands. I have a friend going over there. Her family lives there, and she's going over the end of November. So I was like, I'm about to just stock you up with some stuff to take over there, because I want someone in the Netherlands. But yeah, so do you guys have questions, comments, concerns? I normally don't look so crazy. We have 5 kids, and I made dinner, and it was late tonight, and everyone needs to wash and bathe, and hot mess.
I just want to say thank you so much, and congratulations to your new one coming soon, and may that little one and the rest of your family be healthy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the training. So, question, because this happened to us in May. In May, we recruited 30 people with the $15 join special. 24 ended up falling out, but they would never respond. So what have you found to be successful when reaching out to those new people that maybe are a kidnapper, to get them to respond? Because I would email, call, text.
Yeah.
Nothing.
So for me, it's a matter of what I would say. I would recognize, hey, I get it. It was a great deal. And if you're a kidnapper, that's cool. Just let me know either way, so that I don't blow you up and show up at your house and try to help you. But for me, we had a few that did that. And I was like, okay, bless and release. Sure, it's irritating because it screws with your numbers. Mm-hmm. And it seems discouraging because you're like, I had 101 and now I'm back under 100. Y'all suck. But I think for me is, we had a few that would actually respond after I said, hey, I get it. I don't want to keep blowing you up, but I really want to be able to help you. I know how Scentsy has blessed us. Whether you just want a discount, you could get a freaking $20 warmer for free every month if you worked it right. So if that's what you want, I can help you do that. If you are interested in it as a business, let's do that. Just let me know either way. We had people that responded weeks later that were like, hey, I gave it some thought. And you're right. I really would like to try this as a business. What do I need to do? And so we were able to address it then. Okay, cool. Well, if that's what you want to do, let's go for it. I really focused on those people that reached out. I would message them every day. The second I got up, good morning, girl, just checking in. I hope you have an awesome day, whatever. They would come back and be like, no one has ever, been consistent like that with me. And for me, I know that a lot of people are like, if you have a team of 6,000, you can't do that. Well, you can if it's just, you're planting those seeds. Give them 90 days. Because then once you've invested in them for 90 days, they're going to have the tools they need to then do it on their own. So you're only investing. It's not like you have to hold their hand for life. You have those few that you might. But invest in them and really hold their hands through it. Because yeah, maybe they were a kidnapper, but based on the way you are treating them, it changes their whole perspective of everything. Direct sales, of leadership. Again, I told you I researched why people quit Scentsy, and the biggest thing was because their upline didn't help them. Or, you know, and I was the same way. For so long, I just let my business soar, you know, like on autopilot, and it didn't go anywhere. September was our biggest month yet. And it was because I literally breathed life into these people that were super discouraged. Even my old consultants, or again, the $15 joiners, you know, of course, those are the ones that are like very leery about it. It's $15. I don't feel, you know, like I got gypped. I got a warmer, I got a bar. It's good enough. But if you're breathing life into them, it changes their whole perspective on everything.
Yeah. Awesome. Anybody have any other questions? We have about 4 minutes left before it kicks us all off this fun call.
You guys, if you have questions later, feel free to add me on Facebook. I deleted a bunch of friends today so I can add new people. Feel free to add me on Facebook, message me, whatever. I'm always available to help.
Well, thank you so much. I even took tips from this, which is great.
Yay.
And I hope you guys all did too. I think getting different perspectives and getting different lingo always helps. So I'm so, so thankful for you taking time out of your evening. Mine is still up, you see.
Mine are too.
Okay, go to bed. Love you. Bye. But yeah. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll add you to my team page so you can just drop those files on there. That way they can all grab them. But thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a good night.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.